What's going on, YouTube gang? It's Melo DFS coming to you live and direct. Here to give you my favorite 5 plays for today's a 10-game main slate. Today is the 17th of March. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Feel free to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Press that bell icon and always stay notified for new videos. Let's get right into it, y'all. Go with my first play, going to the point guard spot. If I want to pay up here, I do like Malcolm Brogdon going against Brooklyn. All right, he's 7,000 on FanDuel, 72 on DraftKings, and don't have to have Kyrie in the play, so it's a good spot for him. He's averaging around 23 points a game, 16 field goal attempts a game, around 37.6 fantasy points per game in the past 5 games. He's a 3-point underdog for them against Brooklyn, but is a good spot as Brooklyn gives up a lot to the point guard spot, so he should do well here. I see a 35 to even 40 fantasy point play here for Michael Brogdon in the spot for today. If you want to look for some savings, like we got Tomas Satoransky, we played him last go around. I mean, even in the last 2 games, y'all, 33.5 fantasy points in the past 2 games. He's 3,900 on FanDuel, 38 on DraftKings. So you want to go back to the well here, going against San Antonio. You know, San Antonio is still a depleted team. You know, they don't have DeRozan, still don't have Aldridge in the play. So it's a good spot for Satoransky in his play. 3K range, he could give you that 7 to 8 times value spot once again against San Antonio here. All right, let's go to our next play, going to our shooting guards. All right, we want to pay you up. We got James Harden going against Indiana. All right, like I said, no Kyrie in the play. We still don't have Durant, so this guy is going to get high usage on the court. So love this play for James Harden here, as he's averaging around 25 points a game, 11 rebounds. This is a triple-double stat in the past 5 games. He even has 12 assists a game. He's averaging around 66.7 fantasy points per game. Indiana's allowing an average 38.2 fantasy points to the starting point guard spot here, so there's a potential 60, even 70 fantasy point game here for James Harden. So I like the spot for him for tonight. All right, at the shooting guard spot, but of course you can still have him at point guard eligibility on DraftKings. All right, now we want to get some savings, because we do gotta get some savings here. I do like Caris LeVert on FanDuel. Like, this guy is still too cheap, 4,400 on FanDuel. Of course, he's 68 on DraftKings, but overall, good play for Caris LeVert going against his former team, Brooklyn Nets, averaging around 12.5 field goal attempts in the past 2 games. All right, which is good to see. In the scoring, he had 30 fantasy point game last go around against Nuggets. His minutes is creeping up here. He could get that 30-minute plus in this play for today. So I like the spot for Caris LeVert, as Brooklyn allows an average 31.9 fantasy points to the starting shooting guard spot here. So Caris LeVert, great play, especially on FanDuel. It's too cheap of a play here on FanDuel. So I like this spot for him for today. Let's go to Will Barton. All right, he crushed it last go around. When we played him, he had a 43 fantasy point game. He had 43, 32, 35 in the past 3 games. And going against Charlotte is still a great play. He's only 5,500 on FanDuel, 54 on DraftKings. So overall, great play on both platforms. He's averaging around 18 points a game, 13 field goal attempts a game, 35 fantasy points per game in the past 5 games. And Charlotte's allowing an average 33.2 fantasy points to the starting shooting guard spot. Again, no Morris, no Harris. So another play as a value play is PJ Dozier's. He's still in a good spot to consider for today from the bench. So all right, another play here will be chalky, will be Kevin Porter Jr. He is 6,300 on FanDuel, 68 on DraftKings. Overall, still a good play here. He did have a 48 last go round, but 40 minutes on the court, and it's the second game back-to-back, and there's no Oladipo. So we got to look at the status of House is going to play, and also with Christian Wood. And both guys are going to sit, or one guy is not going to play here, Kevin Porter will be a great play to consider once again. We just got to look at the updates with their roster for tonight. But Kevin Porter, another great play for today. All right, let's go to our power forwards. Deshaun Tate. All right, now Deshaun Tate is 5K on FanDuel, 54 on DraftKings. Going against Golden State is a good play. 45, 31 in the last 2 games. This guy's definitely been creeping up in his minutes also. But again, I'm still looking to the status with Wood and also with House. But overall, this team is going to be depleted. So without Depot and Wall, this guy is still going to have usage. So as you can see, he had a 30% usage last game. He's real effective lately in the last 2. So another play I want to look into will be Tony Bradley. All right, knowing that Embiid is out, he gets a great play here against Milwaukee on FanDuel. He's 3,500 and he's 4K on DraftKings, but they had him as a power forward eligibility on FanDuel. So if you want to look at a FanDuel value play, it's a good spot for Tony Bradley, as he's averaging around 26.5 fantasy points in the past 2 games against Milwaukee. So as you can see, last game he had a 33 fantasy point game, 20 in the last 2. I think the 20 game he only had like 11 minutes on the court. So this guy is a great play to consider. He is on the up-down trend, so he's on the uptrend for today, as he had that 9 fantasy point last game. So it's a great play to consider here. It's Tony Bradley without Embiid in play. So like him here to consider, especially on FanDuel at power forward. Look into our last play at center. Of course, you got the top dog with Nikola Jokic. All right, he's 11,200 on FanDuel, but he's still a great play on DraftKings at 10,800. So I like this play for Jokic. You know, as we know, this guy has been killing it. He is also like a triple-double machine. So he's averaging around 28 points, 11.8 rebounds, around 8 assists in the past 5 games. He's averaging around 61 fantasy points per game in the past 5. He is averaging 53.7 fantasy points in the past 3 home games against Charlotte. They do allow an average 32.3 fantasy points to the starting center spot. So love this play for him for today. Another play you want to get some savings, and also a GPP play, will be Jacob Portal. All right, going against Chicago. Last game he played at Chicago, he did have a 40 fantasy point game. He's back at Chicago once again. He had a crazy game last go around with 42 fantasy points last game against Detroit. So it's another play here with Portal. They are depleted, so it's a good spot without DeRozan in play, and also without Aldridge. So Portal could be a great play. He crushed it last go around. So back to the well here with Jacob Portal. These are my favorite plays for today. Y'all like the plays? Give a thumbs up. Any questions, comment below. Using Draft Dashboard tools in the link in my description. If you want access to the rest of my player pool, click the links. Only $1 up to third days. Once you sign up, get access to the NBA cheat sheet, your sleepers, and your studs. Click on watch players, you get access to my player pool up top for watch Mills DFS picks, either DraftKings or FanDuel. Then we also have the lineup optimizer to generate quality GPP or cash lineups. So definitely check that out. Love y'all, man. Y'all collect that bag. It's Melo DFS, and y'all stay blessed. And I'll see y'all in the next video.